Hi, my name's Dave. I'm 32 and my best friend from college has PKU. As I understand it, PKU is a metabolic disorder where the person's body can't break down protein fast enough to keep up with the average diet. Because of this, Kurt has to eat a low-protein diet and drink shakes a few times a day to get the amino acids that are typically found in protein. I first heard about PKU from Kurt. He explained it to our table at lunch one day. Safe to say no one else had heard of it before either. As someone who grew up on a hobby farm eating way more meat than any human needs, I thought it sounded terrible. After graduation, Kurt and I decided to do a 70-day backpacking trip through Eastern Europe. We planned to start in Germany and make our way to Latvia, where we would teach English for 3 weeks at a summer camp before heading north and eventually flying home from Stockholm, Sweden. Needless to say, for someone like Kurt with PKU, he was going to need a lot of formula to survive for 10 weeks in Europe. And due to the rarity of PKU, you can't just buy the stuff at a local grocery store. So Kurt's plan was to ship 60 pounds of formula from Wisconsin to Poland before we left, then scoop it up along our route to Latvia. He talked with his PKU clinic and they found a local PKU adult who had extended family in a small Polish city called Białystok. So while Kurt worked on shipping the formula there, I added Białystok to our itinerary after finally finding it on a map. Fast forward a couple weeks and we're arriving at the family's house in Poland. They were in the middle of hosting a party, and we quickly realized that no one there spoke English. The father noticed us and exclaimed, "Kurt! Milwaukee!" about 50 times, hugging him and kissing his cheeks over and over. I began to wonder if this was customary, or did this guy think Kurt was marrying his daughter? After way too many hugs and cheek kisses, we eventually decided we had to get out of there, and we gestured for the box. It was absolutely huge. I remember thinking to myself, I hope he drinks it fast because without a car, I have no idea how we're getting all this stuff to Latvia. We began rejuggling our packs to fit the 60 cans wherever we could, taking out extra backpacks we had specifically brought for the Formula 2. The stupid cans were literally hanging out of our pockets in our cargo shorts to fit it all the first few days. It was brutal. 7 days later, we arrived at the camp, exhausted. Since that trip, we've both learned to pack smarter, lighter, and although we might be too stubborn to admit it, occasionally it's worth spending an extra few dollars on a cab ride. But I still don't.
Dave, did I ever thank you for carrying half that formula through 7 different countries for me?
I'm assuming so. I have no idea.
Well, thanks.